recap of what happened over the weekend. I hope you ready to laugh. Promise we gon' be tweaking. The show only an hour. We ain't got a lot of time to care. Money rockin' with time, no dollar sign. This ain't the other shows. This ain't the usual. We get a little stupid. That's why we call this delusional. Yeah. You don't think right?
I told you.
In 3, 2, let's get it.
Yeah, y'all know what time it is, man. It's Delusional Mondays, and I am here. First off, y'all know I started my show like this. I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for making this possible. Without him, I wouldn't be able to do none of this. So, I've been looking and I've been doing a little research on legal issues, and I hear that it's a no cash bond. I've been seeing people put up posts on Facebook like they know what it's about. I don't even know what it's about. So today, I dug through my phone list and everything, and I found a special guest who is a lawyer. So if you don't know, we're going to get to the bottom of it. And the lawyer is Hamilton Law Group. And I'm here with Edward Hamilton. How you doing, son? I'm great, man. I greatly appreciate you taking time out your schedule to come here for this interview. First off, you know, we got a little history together, been knowing each other for a long time. How did you become a lawyer? What made you want to become a lawyer?
I always, like you said, got history, right? So grew up, Poplar freshman, living in Inglewood, and just knew someone right about the police, right? You shouldn't have to walk down the street, police grab you, slam you, search you, all of that. So it was always a thought, but just later on, I just one morning woke up, I wanted to be a sports agent, started figuring out how to be a sports agent. I was like, the smartest way to do it was to become a lawyer, so I wouldn't have to still pay a lawyer to do the contracts. And that's what I started doing. And went from there, went to law school and everything else.
So you cut out the middleman, if you want to say, because you would have needed a lawyer, so you became one, and you can still do your sports, right?
Right.
Oh, well, see, look, he's smart, y'all, so look, y'all better pay attention. So, I see that, I remember you put up something on Facebook that you had a couple legal issues, you know, wasn't nothing major, I assume. Well, so, about that, you had legal issues. Was that helping you, like, the public defenders or whatever was like, oh, take some time or cop out? So you thought like, nah, somebody gotta help these people that's in trouble. Did that like deter you to be a lawyer as well?
Yeah, just get into it a little bit more. Like you said, it's every day. You see it every day. You see cars pulled over. You see people stop. You see I ride down the street and I holler out the window when I see the police. It's an illegal search. I just holler out the window.
It's a legal search. Oh man, so they don't like you up.
Hey, they don't like me, but it's
so.
fun.
So I know you've had a few cases and everything. So like being in that courtroom. What is there a strategy that you use, like a way you approach a case or whatever?
So yeah, really every case kind of gonna break down the same. And for me, I'm still learning more about just the Cook County system itself and understanding different judges and knowing how to play the game a little bit more. So, you know, first thing was my judge. Right? If I know I got a guy and I know the issue in this case, and the issue might be close. I don't want a judge that's going to kind of shut me down and just go ahead and say, oh, well, go with the police or whatever just because it's a close issue. I want somebody that's going to actually look at it and listen to both sides and then make a decision from there.
Okay, so now question, do it depend on would you like a bench trial or a jury trial, or it depends on the case?
So that goes more into figuring out what the issues are, figuring out what your judge thinks. How your judge stand, you know, so it depends. Like if it's a Fourth Amendment issue, and you got a pro-state, pro-cop judge, probably want to kind of get away from that. But it just depends. Sometimes they are okay for a bench. It just depends.
So let's get down to, I guess, the nitty gritty. There's no cash bond. People were saying that, oh, can't bond out or whatever. So what is it to that? Could you explain that to the listeners?
So it's kind of good for some people, it's kind of good for other people. The purpose of them trying to do it, they want to make sure people didn't, get detained for petty crimes and couldn't, you know, they're not able to bond out. Like when I interned at the public defender's office, it was a guy I remember. He was in jail. He stole some steak or something, meat, you know, for his family. And his mom was like 200, but he couldn't post the 200. His people couldn't post the 200, so he's just sitting in jail. So guess what happened? Most people that just sitting in jail is like, I'm ready to get out of jail. So now I'm gonna take whatever deal the state give me, you know. And it may be a situation where it's a case they could win, but for them they just want to get out of jail. So I'm doing whatever I need to do to get out of jail. But no cash bail, it kind of eliminates that because you don't have to just say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna take it, because depending on the situation, it doesn't apply for everybody. But you might be able to get out and then you could fight your case on the outside versus inside. Nobody want to be in county jail.
Right. They said it was some type of program they have where certain people could get the bond or whatever, or whatever. What is that? Is that true? Is there any programs going on?
So, I'm trying to see exactly what aspect you're talking about for the bond or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's just kind of the same system almost, right? Because if you go to court, they want to know your background, they want to know the facts of the case, they want to know, you know, what you did, what was your participation level, what the charge is, like what class felony it is, if it's a felony or misdemeanor. So they kind of look at all of those, and then they got a pretrial report, which is what they had before, but they use a pretrial report. I believe they're making like a statewide approval that they're going to use throughout the state. And once they had a report, you look at the report, okay, this is what the report says, what's his background like, what's the facts of the case, and then it's kind of determined on, is he a threat to a specific person, is he a threat to society in general, is he a flight risk? Because they want to make sure the
All
person
that play a major part, huh?
right, but if you got one of those three issues, he'll more than likely be denied most of the time. If you don't have those issues, they should be released, you know, without posting cash bill.
Okay. So now you've been in court, and I know you knowing that you got the state by the neck, the police fabricated stories. What is your reaction to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to? I know you. Do you want to jump up and dance real good? Like I got him, yeah. Like what is?
I ain't gonna say what I really say when I see something like that, but it is funny. Like the cops, like I tell people all the time, like people frustrated, like man, this happened, that happened, and this happened, that happened. I'm like, just relax. I already know the report is a lie. You know, pretty much. Man, I say about 8 or 9 of those reports is gonna be a lie, honestly.
8 or 9. Oh goodness.
Yeah, 8 or 9 of those reports gonna be a lie because the police find stuff, they'll find it illegally and try to double back, write the report up to make it like, oh no, I found this the right way.
So they use fancy words like pursue, I chased him, that makes the report a little better. Sound like a Nick Bailey. He flashed it, or I saw him from
a lot of times I saw his hand moving, or he appeared to be nervous, or this is a high crime neighborhood. You know, they just use a lot of buzzwords. I smelled marijuana or cannabis actually, emitting or emanating. I smelled alcohol emitting or emanating. His eyes were glassy and bloodshot red. Like all the reports, depending on what the charge is, that's pretty much how the report's gonna sound.
So when you get in a situation with the police, what are you to do?
So regular police stop you. Hopefully, you know, this is one thing that's mind-blowing to me. Like, sometimes I wonder, like, how are you even stopped by the police, right? Because if you know you're doing something, and you got something going on, why are you speeding? Why your car not all the way?
He might not want to say it, y'all. Stupid criminals. I'm gonna say it, y'all. Stupid criminals.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I got alcohol right here. Because the number one, like once they have a reason to stop you because you were speeding or you ran a red light or whatever the case may be, now the next step is, as a cop, they want to figure out how to get in your car, how to search your car. Easiest 2 ways, and it's kind of back and forth here. Illegally transporting marijuana. Right, so what they say, oh, I smell marijuana. Some judges go for it, some judges don't. It depends on who you landed from.
Right.
Because the first district is not flat out rude on it, so you know they can kind of go either way depending on who you're in front of. truck just be like, yeah, that's garbage, I don't believe it. You know, they throwing it out. But for the police officer, that's the easiest way. Yeah, I smelled it, boom. I'm in this car. With alcohol, I see the bottle,
In plain
I see
sight.
the cup, I
Okay.
smell it. Oh, come on, step out. Let me search your car. You're illegally transporting alcohol. And that's the reason for me to search your car. Search your car, find this gun under your seat, you know, or whatever. Boom, that's it.
Welcome Danny, huh?
Pretty much. Now you gotta call me and I gotta figure out a way to get you out the jams.
Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hamilton Law Group, man. We doing something different. We're trying to help y'all out. Do you guys do any expungement?
All the
Civil
time.
records.
All the time. Aguilar Motors, somebody got UDWs from a while back. Aguilar case, Supreme Court case changed that, so we'll get that thrown out, vacated actually. Expungements all the time. I say anybody, if you've been arrested or something, get your record expunged, get it sealed. Just so if you do get in another situation, you don't have to worry about the state bringing that up, you know, trying to use it with you once it's expunged.
Okay, so look,
I mean,
no,
vacated.
I understand. So listen, if y'all need y'all records expunged, please look them up. It's Hamilton Law Group on Facebook, Edward Hamilton. Please look them up. We are here to help. But the major thing people say is, like when they get arrested, statements and all that. So what are you to do when they got you in that room and they asking you questions?
Shut up. It's just that simple. Just shut up. Like,
Shut up. Don't say a word.
nothing. Because guess what? They don't need you to tell them anything. If they got you already. Your statement just go carry over and make sure you get hooked in court.
So shut up. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear this from a attorney. Don't say a word.
A lot of people think they, oh, I'm smart. I'm gonna trick the police and tell them this and tell them that. But you really talking yourself into a hole. It's better you just don't say anything. Don't explain anything. Nothing.
Okay? So once again, don't say a word. And if you do say a word, should it be lawyer?
Oh, absolutely. I want my word.
I hope that.
I believe, they let people call at the station. You can call for a couple of figures, which you need. But at the station, you don't have a lawyer. No call.
Okay. So they say that the parole board is coming out. Do you think that the parole board is coming back to Illinois prisons?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked into the issue. So I can't really speak.
They said that I believe the murders are 100% time, and they've knocked it down to 85%, and then another nonviolent crimes are 75%. Is that true?
I haven't seen it.
Y'all heard that?
Murders typically were 100%, but I'm gonna double back. I don't have a murder trial
Okay, but y'all hear
right
that?
now, but
It's, like I said, a lot of this stuff has been floating through the internet, so I'm here to let y'all know. Don't believe all that. Y'all hearing it from a lawyer that the percentages are still the same. 85% is 85%, 100% is still 100%. Here's the best thing: don't commit no crime.
there you go.
You
That's
know,
the easiest.
Robbery is at an all-time high. Listen here, man. I'm telling y'all firsthand. I got up and went to 3 different temps a week. And on Fridays, I didn't work because I was picking up that 150 from this job, 200 from this job, 200 from this job. There's plenty ways to put food on your table for your family than the one out there and just get the ski mask and run it up on somebody.
And particular hijack too.
Oh, look, man, if you want a car, put $200 aside. Man, before you know it, you got you $1,000, get you a lemon or something, man. Look, you just really want to make it through the winter. I know your kids, you don't want to be on the bus stop in the winter. Get you a lemon, boy, that'll last the winter. Look here, man, I've done it before. These things happen to me, so I know. So, is there anything that you want to say to the listeners about any legal issues, if they need you, where could they find you at, or whatever?
Phone number 312-971-7134. 312-971-7134. Instagram. New Vision CEO. And Hamilton Law Group Chicago on Facebook. So any of that, you can reach out to me.
So we know that you do criminal defense, which is fine. What about entertainment? Since I said your New Vision, I believe that's your music company or something. Entertainment.
Yeah, it was entertainment company before. I don't really have it up. I was doing management and promotion before, but I don't really do too much of it. But I just didn't change the name. But now, entertainment-wise, producers, artists, do contract work for them. I work with a number of people, even Reese. Did some work for Reese.
Yeah. I knew that already. You know, me and him talked about that. I explained to him that I know you. But so if there's any artists out there that got a little deal messed up or whatever, or want to get your contract straight or anything, hit them up. He here to help.
Try to hit the lawyer before you sign the paperwork. Get the lawyer to look over the paperwork, not your cousin, not your auntie.
They get to seeing some zeros in the back and they're ready to sign a person's life over.
I'm sorry. And one thing too, when you pay the lawyer, listen to the lawyer. Like what you paying for, and that's in all different facets. Like criminal, entertainment. I'm like, yeah, don't sign this contract. It's terrible. They called me back a couple weeks later. Yeah, I need your help to get out this contract. I signed it. I just told you don't sign it. Like it's terrible. You signed it.
Look, it be the zeros in the back, man. It be the zeros in the back, man.
Yeah, you getting zeros.
With them zeros in the back, man, somebody that may not have had that much money forget, and they ready to look at me. I give you a chain, you know what I'm saying? I can be jewelried out, boy. Look, they get I get diamonds on my neck now. I'm signing this deal. I don't care.
Yep. Then they upset when they see all the zeros they not getting. They got a couple, but they should have way more zeros on
they
that
got enough zeros to get a chain.
Okay, chain ain't a real asset.
Yeah, they don't know that. I know it. You know what I'm saying? See, they probably do their homework on diamonds. Oh, diamonds ain't going out of style. They're going to be up forever. But don't nobody want that customized chain. It's not worth nothing. It's worth something to you because you customize. You ain't just went and bought no diamond. Like you don't got raw diamonds. You added them to something, so there's no value. Then you go get the Benz and all that, but you ain't got no apartment. You wearing Gucci and all this, but look here, man, Gucci got billions. You might not never get there. You trying to get there. So why are you spending all this advance money on that?
Tell them to buy a home and then hire us to represent them on the purchase.
Okay. Well, look, y'all heard it here first. So look here, we're gonna take a little break. And we're gonna come back, man. I got another special guest in the building, man. Yeah. Another special guest, y'all ain't know. Look, I'm working, man. So we're gonna take a break and we're gonna get up out of here. Slow feet don't need. Here comes some good music.
Oh, you stopped from the phone too?
You hit the
Who, which one?